Ariel Helwani in Las Vegas for UFC 195 alongside Dustin Poirier, who meets Joe Duffy this Saturday night on the UFC Fight Pass prelims. And Dustin, just like in my interview with Joe, I want to start there with you. You're fighting on the Fight Pass prelims. When this came out, a lot of people were almost personally offended by this. Your fans, they were all up in arms. What was your reaction when you heard the news?
I was kind of surprised at first as well, and then Eric Winter sent me a message and kind of told me what was going on, and it's the company's goal to push Fight Pass in 2016, and they're looking at this fight as being one of the first to really get that push going, and I'm excited about it, man. This isn't the old UFC days where you're killing sponsors on pay-per-view, and it's a good opportunity to be in a high-profile fight and push something for the company. So I'm excited about it, man.
They told us that also the reason was this fight was supposed to be on Fight Pass back in October, and they wanted to sort of repay those fans. Are you cool with that line of thinking? Like, do you feel like that's the fair thing to do?
Sure, man. What if a bunch of people signed up then and didn't get the fight they wanted, and so yeah, let's do it. I don't care, man. We can fight on Fight Pass, Facebook, pay-per-view. I don't care. Blacked out, we can just fight. It doesn't matter.
MySpace, Friendster.
Yeah.
It works.
Right. Periscope, we just live stream it.
Exactly.
Okay.
That'd be wild. Another theory that's been thrown out, and I don't know how much weight there is to it, but I wanted to ask you about it. This is the last fight on your current contract. Is that not accurate?
No, I have one more fight left. This is the 5th out of 6.
Okay.
Usually they renegotiate with one left, so after this fight, I'll probably be in renegotiations with him.
So there's been this trend lately of guys, playing out the contract. Are you going to look to do that as well, or do you want to, re-sign before the contract is up?
I don't want to go anywhere. I like the UFC, but I need to make a living and make money. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get the win Saturday. Hopefully we come to terms and everything's smooth sailing, man. But we'll see what happens after that. Fights first.
Of course. Speaking of the fight, I was looking at the odds for this fight, and you're a slight underdog. I don't know if you know this. Yeah. Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised, man. People better take that up. Yeah. And I don't think it's slight. I think it's a good bit, Okay. So bet the house on it.
Are you going to bet on yourself?
I haven't, but I don't know. I don't. It just doesn't feel right to do that.
Sure.
But I encourage everybody else to.
Have you ever bet on yourself?
No, never.
No. Do you feel like it's a slap in the face? Are they, driving the hype train here? Like, where do you feel like this is coming from?
I'm not sure if you know how the Irish fans are. I'm not sure if massive bets from them push the line that way, or if his win over Conor McGregor is, I don't know. But I don't really give a shit.
Right.
That's the beauty of it.
What was your reaction when you found out? Does that motivate you, that sort of thing?
Nah, man. I've been the underdog lots of times. I've been the favorite lots of times. That doesn't really bother me.
I know you're looking forward to fighting, but are you also kind of looking forward to just not thinking about this guy? Because I feel like you've been thinking about this particular fight for a while.
Man, to tell you the honest truth, I'm a lot further in I'm a lot more mature in my fighting career than I used to be. Normally, I think I would have got burnt out. When I was a featherweight, I would have overthought this fight so much and just beat myself up for 6 months. But I'm kind of laid back now, man. I'm just more relaxed with who I am, and I'm having fun again. And it hasn't really been a lot of pressure, honestly. I feel this is the smoothest fight week I've ever had, and I feel like it's getting easier.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it weird because you were peaking for October 24th, you don't get the fight, and then you kind of have to come back down to go right back into another camp for your body? Like, did you have to give yourself some time to relax, to chill out? How did you react to that?
Yeah, no way I could have peaked for that long. I pulled off the gas pedal a little bit. I have great coaches around me and lots of veterans in the gym. And like I said, I'm maturing in my career, so I kind of knew how my body felt, knew what I needed to do. I took about 2 weeks helping other guys in and out of the gym, not as much, but ate some good food, and then got right back in the normal training camp.
I know you're relatively new to ATT. You've been there a few years. News just came out yesterday of the passing of Howard Davis Jr., who was a longtime coach there. Did you ever work with him? Did your paths cross at all?
Yeah, I've worked with Howard before, and I regularly work with his son 3 or 4 times a week. He's been in my corner every fight since I've been at ATT, and it's a sad day. He was a really awesome guy, and he was battling cancer, and cancer's a horrible thing.
Will his son still be in your corner on Saturday?
No, he will not. He's back in Florida right now, and I feel I'm upset for him, man. It's a sad day for him. I know how close him and his father were, You know, he's a guy who didn't have an amateur background, my boxing coach. He went straight into the pros and moved from New York to Florida to be with his father, and his dad kind of, you know, put him under his wing and took him the route and was in his corner, and he did some good things in his pro boxing career. And I just know how close they were, man.
Have you had a chance to speak to him?
No, I don't. I feel like I don't. You know.
What do you say?
Yeah. What do I say?
Exactly. Yeah.
I spoke to him the day before I left to fly out here, and he told me that the doctors were giving his father like days to weeks to live. So he kind of was preparing. He knew it was. He still seemed like, you know, good hope, but he knew it was coming.
Obviously, sorry for the loss to both you and the team, and of course your coach. Transitioning over to this fight, you I'm sure dream about it and think about it to a degree. How do you foresee it going down?
You know, I really feel like I'm gonna be smart in this fight and show all of my skills. You know, I can wrestle, man. I can kickbox. I can box. My jiu-jitsu is good, and I want to show all of that. I want to show a well-rounded performance. I'm a different animal here at lightweight, and I'm just evolving as a fighter and as a person, man. I feel great, and there's not a spot that this fight can go that I won't be comfortable, and I'm going to show that.
So it was a great year for you in 2015. Are you one of those guys who gets into the whole New Year's thing, and do you feel like it's nice and symbolic that this is in 2016, the beginning of the year, where you can sort of kick off the year on a good note? Like, do you like that spot?
Nah, it's cool. I'd love to start the year off with a big win and a new contract. How about that? Yeah, that's awesome. But I never really set like New Year's resolution goals. I set goals for myself in life that are, you know, on any day.
Sure.
But it doesn't really have to be New Year's. But, you know, I want to win and I want to stay busy next year. And I actually made my UFC debut, New Year's card, UFC 125, 5 years ago from tomorrow. So it's kind of cool, you know, full circle back here.
Yep, I was just going to bring that up. Josh Grisby, you were a late replacement. He was supposed to fight.
Underdog then too.
You were.
So let's keep making money with these odds
He was
makers.
supposed to fight for the belt. You come in there and you spoiled the party.
Bang bang.
Yes.
Yeah.
5 years tomorrow.
Yeah. So it'll be another ass whooping I deliver. 5-year anniversary. So yeah, and I was a big underdog then too.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you as always. Thank you for the time and good luck on Saturday.
Thanks, Ariel.